wrongs, and those who are serving, would you stop serving just following? I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So you tell us.
I need you perfect. You hope to join me in this third. Holy God, when you came among us, you proclaimed the kingdom of God.
I think your blessings are
Is there everywhere and surrounding you. And grant that all people of our nation may give thanks to you for food and drink, respect those who labor to produce them, and honor the land and the water from which we good. All this we ask in your holy name. Amen.
So we'll try tonight. Absolutely, welcome everybody to the 2026 State of the Parish. We'll start, of course.
What type of batteries in the
No, double A, I think.
We'll go ahead and welcome Parish President Jessica Lawrence to give the parish.
Good evening. And thank you all for watching. We try to do this on an annual basis. We want to keep people informed of what's going on in our parish. And I think this is one of the best ways to do that. First of all, I want to thank my family, my wife, my kids, my grandkids that are here. In the second floor right here. Thank y'all for putting us all the extra stuff that has to go on. I want to do that as well. The Parish Council. And as many of y'all watch the Facebook, y'all see that sometimes the Parish Council people don't go as planned or they don't go in the way that you think it should go. But understand that if we all agree on the same issue, then either I'm not needed or they not needed. So we gotta have difference of
They all
opinion.
look like they're in jail.
And we try to air those out outside.
Look at the pictures.
Inside.
Mm-hmm.
We do this for the benefit of the people of our parish. I want to recognize our new council chair, Mr. Wayne Ortman, who represents District 9, sitting up here. Mr. Ernie Patrick, representing District 13, which is in the Eunice area. Ms. Mildred Theory, District 4, which is Lake Washington area. Our outgoing council chair, Ms. Jordy White, representing District 1. And we have Mr. Tim LeJan sitting in the front, representing District 11. And we have one more that's standing up in the back there, he's not called. Mr. Jimmy Evans, he's council member in District 12. We also have elected official president. I'm very happy to see them here. We have Dr. Deb Kern, who's our corner. We have Chief LeBlanc, our City Police Chief. We got Chief Deion Google, Fort Parish Police Chief. We have Mayor Julius Alcindor, Mayor Bob Wilson, right here. And I think I saw that we started talking about October 4th, who's right here, thank you for coming. We also have our registrar of voters, Mr. Barnes Kelly. And we also have a newly appointed position, our administrative hearing officer, Ms. Charlotte Lear. I'm not sure if she's in here right now, but she's in here. Okay, cool. Thank y'all. So I think, yeah, we're going to the slides. Let's move the slide. So here you're going to see my team. We're going to start off with the team that I have to read on the lot. We have Mr. Pierre Charles, who's one of the administrators right here, sitting in the front row. Mr. Van Reed, also one of my administrators. So they split up the department to Parish. Everybody knows that I can't do it by myself, and I don't want to try to do it by myself. And it's a lot of different departments, and you gotta make sure that the people are being taken care of. So their job is to make sure the department do what needs to be done. So thank you all very much for what you're doing. The executive team that we have in place, and I can't go and say it will do, which is up here. She talks so much in our meetings, it's unbelievable. She's very, very helpful, and she is definitely part of the team. Miss Candace Levine, or I could say her name. And of course, Miss Gary Charles and Mr. Van Reed, James Barr, Director of Finance. And I think who was the name, Mr. Barry Charles, who covers all the way. These are some of the events that took place in 2025. And you'd be surprised, elected officials would be know how much we gotta do after hours throughout the whole time, not just in that 4th year. We do this every day. So you gotta be part of the team, be in the team, and be part of the community. And this is just some of the little snapshots that we put over last year. But again, if you look in the picture, you're gonna see a lot of the staff. That's important. Very important. So, adjudicated property. This is one of the departments that has been growing and growing and growing. Believe it or not, we have over 1,000 pieces of adjudicated property in Paris. And we don't want any. We don't want to have just one. So, Sin has been taking care of this for the past 3 or 4 years, and now we are reaching goals and going beyond our goals. And 2025, we had 1,208 adjudicated property that was up for sale, and the gross sale was 219,000. But then our goal was set for 120. We collected 127, $128,000 in adjudicated property sale. And before we didn't do this. It was just having the books that would take care of. We don't want to take care of the problem. We want to sell it, but they did it. I want the books, and you will pay taxes. Thank you, Sam, for what you do. Miss Haley, she's taking care of the animals for us over here. That's another department that you would be surprised with the phone calls. But the two departments in the parish that I get more phone calls on. Animal control and the place next door, jail. So, and I can't do anything with both of them. It is what it is. But again, Haley has brought another different dynamic to the shelter about having all the resources to stop and handle about. That's a big thing. We try very hard not to put any animals down. And we couldn't do it without the help of Kathy Bissell and her foundation, who will actually fly in and pick up a dog and fly out with that same dog that did. I've heard it happen many times. Her foundation has been doing a lot of work for us in Paris, and we really appreciate it and want to continue working with her. And of course, then we hated your team for what you do. So, code enforcement, and your phone. Keep that handle too. As you can tell, for me, I'm on the machine on Friday because getting that day out of the office and goes on camera. So it's really, they say it's all work, but it's not for me. So last year we took care of 16 structures that needed to be demolished and some of the re-moving projects. But up top of the resume, you're going to see some before and after pictures of these sites. And it's not just about trying to sell this property, but taking it up so the neighbors can feel better about where they live at. A lot of these properties are routines or routines, and it just needs to happen. This year, last year, the council passed an ordinance that when we have blighted property in the parish and we will clean it up, we pass an ordinance to reduce on their tax rate. And we can get our money back at the end of the year. So that's going to be a great help. The council was good about making sure that takes place. We should have some results on that for next year. Mr. Simon today takes care of our community action. That department has so many things going for it, it's unbelievable. And if you look up here, each one of these categories is its own section at community action. When we hired Shonda, I said to find us more things to do file people. I don't care what it is, if it's out there, it's available, we want it for our parish, because somebody's going to be able to utilize these departments. And if she has done it, she's going to need to do that. So I want to thank her and her team. Back there, the table, we're going to do it. I can see there's some back there too. That's the whole bunch. Thank y'all for what y'all do to take care of our people sitting at the parish. I appreciate that. So we have a bunch of events in the parish. It takes a team for that. Because it's not just about roads and bridges. You gotta do things with the people of our parish. You gotta give them things to me. We had a conversation last time about the youth in our parish. We gotta provide different activities for them. And that's what we try to do every year. We have this teacher Thomas, who's heading that whole organization, and teacher Ward, who's the executive director. And every time you see a conference, you're going to see them there. So I want to thank them for what they do for our people. And of course, none of this is possible without sponsors. As most of y'all know, governments are taking things out of government clients. So you have to get sponsorship. Putting on an event takes a lot of different money to do it. Very important. These are the sponsors that we had in 2025. And I promise you the same sponsors will do it in 2026. We have to thank these people, and again, we all know that I support local, and these are local companies. People. So thank all of them for doing what they do for us. Appreciate it. Dr. Deb's turn. This is his place. This is one of his. It should be finished. I think we're at the end of it. So first time this year, Senator Parish will have a wall. We have a place that the doctor will have to send it to, not get the whole forest or do anything else for us. We will have our own. And that was one of the first things that I'm concerned for in our parish we came in. And we're very fortunate to get some federal funding to have this built. To continue this, it's not going from his office, and it's really going to be a great thing that you hopefully won't know about. But it's a great thing for us, for the doctor and for the district attorney's office and for law enforcement. So, like I said before, there's more into this road than bridge. Thank you, Dr. Stern, for you and your team. I promise you, I know it's all that long all the time. Thank you all very much. Our courthouse is going through a bunch of renovations, and that's due to getting money from the state and federal government. And our courthouse has been, the courthouse was built in 1937, 1939, and it needed a lot of repair and a lot of updates. So we got the funding, to do that. If you look at it, right, take opportunities to oversee. We have just favorite school rooms, a brand new school in the third floor that never was done before. We added that in. So this is the next school room right here on the first floor. And then we also gonna have just for steel school room at the bottom page floor. We gutted it out and students start to do that as well. So we're trying to bring everything back, try to get things done in a professional manner. So the kind of work pretty much like ours. Court of security. You walk into the courthouse, you're going to see security. And we got here, we had 3 hours of outside, companies come in and do some security. And I felt like it wasn't on the free. So we hired police officers that knew what they were doing, wanted to do the right thing, and I had worked with each one of these guys before. So it was good to know that they wanted to come work in the parish. And all the people involved with the company had to become. So, Office of Coordinating, speech cancer issue. That was an accomplishment myself. And he was going through some stuff, but with that work, dedicated experience to it, he did, and he was here helping out as much as he could during his time. So we want to thank him and appreciate him staying on.
What inspection is?
Man. So Matt gets here in 2020, and immediately following that, everything happens. What was this? Earthquake, we didn't have. That's the only thing. When he gets here and he's telling me, we have this, we have that, and we have the storms, and we have the wildfires, we have things that we never had in our parish. But y'all need to understand that when y'all see us out and about, somebody has to be in charge, somebody has to be organizing what we're doing out there. Because the federal funding, if one needs to come back to the parish, it has to come through Brandon. And Brandon is taking care of business, and we really appreciate, I really appreciate that, what it does our parish. You also really know this much. Well, thank you, Brandon, for being here. Again, we turn to the right? Another one. So, David's our director of finance, and as most of y'all know, everything happens through finance. Can't do it if you don't have the money. So, we gotta do a lot of things to make sure we get the money. And that's what she does. And as you can tell, we go to the capital once a year. We go to the state capital into the federal government once a year. To try to get as money for our parents. They're very lucky to be able to get money, but every year it's very much critical, and also from the state, every year getting money to come back. And it's just a great thing to know that you go there to make a request, and it's honored, and it's complicated. So it's a great thing for us. And Jamie comes in finance, and she's very nervous about things. I keep on telling her not to be nervous, it should be fine, but it's a big job. It's a big job. I really appreciate what you do every single day. Thank you very much. So most of y'all know that the health units were ran by the state government, then all of a sudden they were not. So Melville was closed, Sunset was closed, Eunice was closed. So we have the health use tax. That's how we're able to keep these up and running. Tablet is our director of the health units, and she takes care of all the health units in the parish. Now Wilson has ran our meeting. That's the last one. And the numbers don't lie. There's a lot of help that's being given to people in our parish by our parish. And you have to appreciate what you do. I know this is a tough job, and some days we're up in us and get that. Thank y'all. So, the warming shelter. I'm on that shelter this Saturday at 4 o'clock. Open up the warming shelter for the people of our parish. Last year, we had to move out of the road in January with the snow. And it was something new that we have never done before, and, it was very challenging. But you never know what to expect, and you never know what you're gonna see out there, people, how they live. It's really, really hard. But again, we have a team in place that will take care of it, and all the we collected food for the local families last year. That's another big trying to get started, trying to make sure we take care of the people. If you look up here, the Eagles Nest Park. The old Robinson High School came up with Save. And Save had some funding for that purpose. They spirited funding provided when the plans are drawn out and planned for. That's going to be a place for people to go and laugh, walk, and do little family things. It's going to be family oriented, and that's the goal. All the Eagles there go to all that Eagles. So that was a big accomplishment. We think Councilman Timberlake and Councilman George White to be able to make their goal there. I think it was one of the last times for Christmas. So after he had it that. And like I said earlier, the first time in the history of our parishes we had an administrative hearing officer. They started there versus just walking into before. We started something different this year, and the reason for that is because the 27 BDC handled all the criminal matters. And the thing in Washington is a lot. It's going to be a lot. So we have a lot of civil matters that we have. And putting Ms. Lear in that position is going to give us opportunity to take care of civil issues as well as criminal issues and making sure that we get things done. I think we're going to start in February. It's one of the first hearings. So thank you very much for taking that on. I appreciate it. So this next part, the Youth Community Health Center. We as government said earlier, and I keep on saying this before we go to first. Youth Community Health Center services, I want to say 7 or 8 parishes with medication for the people in need. You would be surprised if such children to make things happen. This year we were able to get 1.5 to give them a bill that they can be proud of, we can be proud of. Part of the process last year and the year, 2 months a year, was to take the old Wilson Memorial Hospital and tear it down. There was one building left that we kept, and I kept it because I knew we were going to do something good with it. Then every morning, we came to the gang calling home 6 o'clock. Every morning, back on the books. And we were talking, he said, this is something, and we kept on it. It was an easy thing to do. So, what you're going to see right here, the first time that anybody going to see this, even was the answer. That's a good look for Youth Community Health Center.
Wow.
Already working with somebody in here, Sean here. Already working with an architect. He designed this, and we had a budget to call and talk to her because they both lived it. But the ribbon that's there now, myself, Eric, and Hector, and good guys, and good applicants.
That's why I can't move it.
Very, very pleased with it. Very, very pleased. Then we were supposed to do the giving free. This was something that was happening, my executive assistant came to me with and said, we need to do this. And they came in and put us in the action. We're wrong. And from what I'm saying, they're doing well. People go there and give food and take food. And it's really significant to do our person things. Looking at my top. Eight all. Hannah's been here since 2009. She's our director of human resources. And she's the one who don't let me in and do people. Can't go ahead and do because it says I have questions and everything else. I just ask a simple question. They do the harm and they let me do the harm. That's all I need. So Candace has got a hard job. She's got to put up with a bunch of different employees that always have something else to ask for. And I'm very happy to say that she's been doing a great job. So we did her reach in that category. So I was very proud of that. Well, that's a good thing. Thank you for doing And we also have at the top, wait a minute. Let's see. Another one that you can't consider. Probably got back to the records. We sold mentioned the school board. My city people, the business department, but the teacher goes, and the school board goes. If I can find them, I will talk to you. Tom has brought us up to where it needs to be, and is continuously growing. He's also taking on some work inside the courthouse with the judges and everybody else to make it easier and better for everybody to see. Tom, for what you do.
Thank you.
Permit officer. Oh, yeah. So here in charge of that whole department, I think, I am remember checking. And permits, if you look in the book, you want to see over the years, permits have been going up. And the reason for that is we hold people accountable, not just coming in and out, pay $8. They're gonna have to come in, you gotta do what these people out there do. This and that's a little different. So if we look at our permits, we will see it going up. Ms. Miranda Perry is somewhere up in college here. She's also taking on in the lead and making sure that people do what they have to do, and then if something don't look right, they will come. This ain't right, it's perfect. So thank y'all for what's up with this. I just saw it. It was good up here. Yes, right. So our first certified building official, there you go, Tom. I know I hired you for a reason. Tim comes in and he's our new CDO. For people who don't know what that is, he's the person that goes around making sure that everybody's stuff is in order and get their permits. They gotta follow the codes. And some days are not so good because people don't want to follow codes. So he has a tough job dealing with the community, dealing with the club, but he does it well, and we thank him for what he does. So thank you. Barry's in charge of public works. So let me tell you what public works does. Everything up there, and like everything comes for this weekend, and everything else that I can call on. And that's what God understood. Because, again, you may be doing the water grading today, you may be doing something else tomorrow. Because that's how things work in government. You know, y'all gonna see me on machines all the time. This weekend, I will spread my home because that's how it's supposed to be. Parish people do the same. I pick up the phone, I call them, and it's done. Those of y'all who was on the next position, y'all know what I'm talking about. When you have that person that you don't have to worry about the next move, makes your job so much better and so much easier. His team is here tonight, a lot of them are here tonight, and I want to thank them and thank Barry for what's up to us. Appreciate it very much. So the rental facilities that we have in Paris, or the Ag Arena, the Country Club, here at Delta Grand, and the Andrews Building. These facilities are available for rent, and they stay rented, which comes up to the event team that takes place, and then it has to take care of all these places. Most of the time, the middle of the night, coming in here, cleaning up the next day. People don't see and don't know what I know. So it takes a great team to make this happen. Again, thank y'all for what you're doing. Second chance program. Okay.
Danielle?
Now, Danielle, you want to talk now? No? Well, I'm just saying the second chance program. If you look up here, Mr. David Gear, he went through this program. Every year we try to highlight some people who went through the program. But we have a bunch that go through the program and they don't want to be mentioned, they don't want to come and see anything. But last year we had 143 successful participants. Our percentage rate is in the 60% range. That is very hard to achieve. We were told we lucky to get 20%. And for the last 3 years, it's been in the 50s and the 60s. So that means that people that are going into the program really want to go and do the right thing. And what that does is not only does it fix them, but it fixes the problem next door. You know, God going back in that place, learning to do the right thing and making sure it's done in accordance with the law. And that's how it's supposed to be done. So thank y'all very much for that. Back to the jail. I bet you I talk to the jail nurses probably 5-6 times a day. Just in normal conversation. After hours, weekends, it don't matter. That's a 24/7 hour job there. I promise you, the jail by itself is a monster. We have over 300 inmates in there, and the nursing staff has to take care of all of them. They always have an issue. And again, if you wouldn't have Jacinta and her team, it would be hard for me to make it and do it because that's a headache I don't want to have. But it's given to us, so that's our job. So thank you, Jacinta, and the nurses for what you'll do. And David, supervisor, I would accept them there. Then we don't have anything on there for Morton. But Morton right there, Morton, oh yeah, we gotta talk about Morton. So Morton takes care of the jail, the actual building, and the inside, and everything that goes along with it. You'd be surprised at those phone calls. And they call them all hours of the night. It's a hard job, and sometimes you just can't do it all. But Morton does what he has to do to make it happen. Thank you, Morton, for what you do. Airport. That's my guy right there. So the airport is like a little what they call a jewel that's being polished every day. We got here in 04, and I remember in 04 in July, Don says the FAA wants to shut it down because the grass is too tall. We went out there, the grass was so tall that the planes couldn't see the land. It started back then to get where we are now. And if you look to the before and after pictures, the 2025, that's a taxiway. We don't have a picture of the lighting pass. Then, oh, I see it now. See it. So, for the airport, those little things you see, or a lot of things, it's a big thing. It costs a bunch of money, and the federal government has been very generous with our airport. Every year we ask for money and we get money, and that's one of the Van's departments. And Van stays in control of that, and he hired a new guy this year that's running the airport, and Mitchell is doing wonders out there, and again, he has to have a team in place to make it happen. We have, the hangars have went up, and people don't know how much airplanes come and go out of the airport. Just go there for a little bit, not no big jets, but you go see a bunch of airplanes coming in and out of the airport. And our funds come down to the federal government basis. It's based off of the landing and takeoffs. And that's how we get a lot of money. So we appreciate what you're doing over there and put us every day down. And it doesn't go on roads, just because I'm not there, it is, I don't see it. Thank you. Now, I don't know who this lady is, but this project has been going on since 2003. I don't know, I saw her somewhere, and there she is. This has been a project that Ms. Pat Mason Geary and the Parish Council has been working on since 2003. And this year, we were very fortunate to have enough to build the Welcome Center. And I'm going to tell you how that went. She came to us last year and she said she wanted a Welcome Center. Since she already had all of this up there, she wanted a Welcome Center. And if anybody knows Miss Pat, she's going to get her Welcome Center. And she got it. That's a great thing, Bob, and thank you, Ms. Pat. Workforce, this is something that I did not know I had to deal with. One day, when I first became parish president, we had a Zoom call. I think that's my first I ever did in my life. And they welcomed the new CEO of Workforce. That was me. I did not know that I was in charge of this board, and it's a eight parish region. I did not know that was taking place. I didn't know it was one of the things that changed after I left. But when I tell you, I had the opportunity to hire Ms. Brenda Fulpart shortly thereafter, and that was one of the best decisions that I made, because I promise you the people of our parish are getting what's needed, and the people of the other parishes are getting exactly what's needed. But I always tell them, St. Andrew Parish, we're going to be first. So we try different programs in our parish, and it's been working, and we're going to continue to work with Brenda and make sure we get everything we need for our parish. Thank you, Ms. Brenda, and your team. That's it? Yeah. Okay, so what are we doing right? Every year, I pick the Parish President's Award. And every year, I look around and I see who's doing other things. And I try very hard to pick somebody that I know that in their heart that they're going to be doing the right thing for the people of our parish. This year was a very simple pick, because I've been working with her for a while now, and knowing what she wanted to do, knowing what her goals are, and never once will ask you for anything. You got to pretty much tell her what you're going to give her. This year, Ms. Yancy Fontenot gets the Parish President's Award.
Let me look for Parish.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure, let's look Parish.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Always means a lot to me. Thank you.
Getting this design, believe it or not, was kind of difficult. Not because she wanted to move to stores, is that she was so grateful for getting a building that she can serve the people of our parish and surrounding parishes, that she said it don't matter, whatever you put on. And so Gordy was calling me on a regular basis. He said, Jessica, it's up. So we finally got a design, and Ms. Yancey is going to happen. It should say, I think we're going off the bid pretty soon. Thank you, Ms. Yancey, for everything you do. So every year I do Employee of the Year. This year I got
That
seven.
was employer.
I said I got two people that I want to give Employee of the Year. And
So give it to them both.
I said, well, and I mean, rule, I can make a rule to take back too. So this year, Employee of the Year, one, a CC Savard.
You gotta be cool.
She is one that it doesn't matter when you call, and no matter what you ask for, is getting done. Thank you for what you do.
Unbelievable.
And we have one more that a lot of employees don't know that I realize things and I see things and then, I like to make sure that they get the water. A lot of people do things that don't actually know what's happening. But I know it's happening because I see the difference. This year, the second one that I'm giving out to is Mr. Water Land. No one takes care of that way that was his own. Thank God. So now we're gonna go to the audience for questions and answers. This is one of those segments where asking the questions, and I'll tell you, I can tell you, if I got a lot, I might have to lie a little bit, I'm from the mayor, saying. But that's okay, you still get it. But I didn't give hell yet, I didn't give look. Any questions or concerns that you may need to address? Nothing? That makes life a whole lot easier. Thank y'all very much for allowing me to be the parish president. And I said, anytime I need something, I'm always call. I'm going to take care of somebody.
So that concludes the ceremony and the presentation for tonight. Remember, there is food in the back. I do want to say, in this cake, there's Mildred made. I walk in the middle there. There's Mildred delivered 3 cakes. Only 2 of them made it here. That's how good they are. So y'all help yourselves and go ahead and browse the before and after pictures of that.